Usually nowadays, the formula is we're going to wrap up this first season in a manner that is very conclusive, but we may
Mhm.
have one or two things still kind of open just in case. They was like, nope. There are wholesale things that were not answered. Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, Antonio. We are the Upon Further Review with the season finale of Alien Earth, episode number 8.
Season finale? Question mark?
Nah, ain't no question mark. It's official. Season
Has
two
it
is
been? Has it been? Okay,
yeah. Season
because
two's been season two has been greenlit because if they were to set up the way they ended this and not have a season two, it would be highway robbery, as the folks would say.
I just want to make sure because I think this morning, like early this morning, I read something that said, "Hey, it hasn't been nothing official yet, but we think the FX is waiting until the finale comes out to see what happens."
No,
So they must have.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
pretty much a wrap on that. Yeah,
So
man.
question mark back.
Yeah. We'll rescind the question mark.
Okay.
All spoilers. Got to talk about a thing to talk about a thing, and this has been a fun time.
It has.
Yeah,
It has.
it really has been a fun time watching the the degradation of common sense and just sheer lunacy and hubris of man. Like this is where the good book would say pride cometh before the fall.
Amen.
And when I mean love is gonna get you killed, but pride's gonna be the death of you and me, and you and me, and you and me, and me. I mean, this right here, to see where we end up is absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that they didn't have to like, because usually nowadays the formula is we're going to wrap up this first season in a manner that is very conclusive, but we may
Hmm.
have one or two things still kind of open just in case. They was like, nope. There are wholesale things that were not answered.
Hmm.
And we we can have seasons of this
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
And because I just love how I'm gonna skip to the end. I love how we have like four or five things happening.
Hmm.
One, we have the comeuppance of the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Two, we have the octopus entering Arthur. Three, we got the WY forces
Yo.
coming to the island.
And they coming in full force, Jack.
Yes. Uh Kirsch got humbled. So did Eins. And although like something I just were not expecting.
Yeah.
Another thing that we got a lot of revelations this episode too.
Hmm.
One, the revelation that Eins is a robot, which we kind of was hinting. We kind of, I think you was like, "Yo, I think
I
that
was
man
like,
is a,
yeah.
I think he's a synth."
And we
And you
basically find out that that was the first synth he created, and it
at the young age of 6 years old,
yeah, which means the
got the
kid.
synth to kill his daddy,
Hmm.
used the synth as his father,
Hmm.
and started to create his path to be a trillionaire,
Yeah.
which was like wow. Again, like there's and also like we've been saying since day one, he has severe ADHD.
Yes, it was final, and it was no assumptions of we assumed it the whole time. We figured it out,
No, that
but
was an assertion.
that
That
was an
was a
assertion.
conclusion based on
Yeah,
facts.
based on
And
interaction, and it basically was confirmed, signed, sealed, in blood with a mwah, with a kiss by our boy Kurt. He was like, "Hey, you are letting your ADHD like really get." He says, "You need to take your medicine." He basically told that man, "You need to take your medication."
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
taking medication. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely that. Also, I wonder if Kirsch and Eins knew that they were both synths. Because
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think we ever they did they even interact. I don't think they even interact on the show
That's a good point. They may have been in the
as
room
room, but
together,
I don't
but
think they
they,
like actually had like a true conversation together.
they never had
Hmm.
like a real true you know what I'm saying, true conversation or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
they didn't know, man. But
yeah. Also, your boy. Oh yeah, can't forget about my favorite character, Morrow.
oh, he
Morrow
got humbled.
hit. Yeah, he got humbled too, but he also hit Kirsch with the belly to back suplex
Yeah,
and broke that man
broke
back.
that. He took, and to quote Brock Lesnar, he took him to Suplex City, Jack. He he, he broke that man's back. That my back is broken. Spinal.
Yeah, I need a backy out of me.
Yeah, backiotomy. He says, I broke my Mike Tyson. God bless Mike Tyson, man. That whole were you? I was injured. What happened? I broke my back. What? Spinal. Will
Yeah, so
never
he
not be
so he
funny.
definitely he got his look back.
Yeah.
And I,
He
oh
slightly got his lick back too. He slapped the shit out of him
yeah,
with that
yeah,
metal
yeah.
container.
Yeah, he definitely
I
yeah, he was
didn't.
like, yo,
He says, I didn't hurt your mother. All
thank
right.
you. Blah.
Look at
Like the kids, man, like the kids were definitely becoming adults. I
Yeah.
also love how let's talk about the kids real quick. I love how
Yeah.
the fact how Wendy
Mm-hmm.
was able to galvanize them.
Mm-hmm.
And because even though like Boy made her the leader,
Uh-huh.
she truly became the leader today
Yeah.
because she was
Curly.
trying to tell
Put
Curly,
put her in her place. She was like, I don't belong here. I'm his favorite. She
she was
thinks
like,
after that one conversation they had, she says, I'm his favorite. And she was like, Wendy said, girl, she said, Wendy was the leader. She was the one in charge. She grew up and Peter got mad and kidnapped her kid. He was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you ain't the favorite. I'm sorry. She's like, I'm the original Dundana. It is
yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's what Wendy
She
basically told.
said, "You the kid, I'm the mama."
Yeah.
And
But that's
and
but that's how it was the entire show. But you know, kids being kids, kids don't like to be told what to do by other, you know what I'm saying, by
nah,
other kids,
you're
man.
right.
So
And on top of that, she really thought that she was better than them.
uh-huh. Hmm.
And she
She
realized
grew.
like, oh, I really not. And she fell in line. She fell in
Yeah.
line. I was like, all right, yo, like, yeah, because nobody, because even though she was going all hard, like nobody really, like, like Whitney didn't care. She was like looking at her like, okay, yo, all right, whatever. And
Uh-huh.
then the fact that they was like, yo, you ratted on us, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, no, I didn't. You curled up with Dame in the fetal position, talking about you
Uh-huh.
was afraid. And then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden she's like, no, son, now they know where we at. Even though it
Mm-hmm.
could have been circumstantial
Yeah.
but like,
Even even Shmi stepped up. You know, he still had his boys
yeah,
way,
yeah,
but
yeah,
even
yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, I'm tired of this, right? You know, I'm tired of this period right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here, or whatever. I also one thing I want to say about this episode, I loved how it what's the what I'm trying to say? It started off on Arthur's body. And the one thing I'm saying was, why they showing this dead? Oh man, this dead man and washed up on the ocean or whatever, like his body and washed up on the beach or whatever.
I thought
And
about when I saw him,
what's the Weekend at Bernie's?
the crab feeder,
Yeah, yeah,
because they was starting to eat that man body, yo.
yeah. And then the crabs were eating them. You saw the xenomorph go and like look at it like, ooh, it's like
Almost like a dog, like.
This
Nah, it's
thing ain't
alright.
this thing ain't fresh right
This ain't
here.
even fun. I don't like. I don't eviscerate dead bodies, only
Right.
live ones.
I,
I got,
I only take out the warmest of live bodies.
I got standards.
Right. You know, and you know, so you see that it starts with Arthur, you know, dead sitting there, and then it basically ends with the octopus um taking
Yo,
over Arthur's body. I was not expecting that. I didn't see that coming.
me
I was
neither.
like, oh, so this thing doesn't need a living host. It can because what we've only seen if it take on living hosts, and you know,
So here's the question.
hmm
Is that thing able to tap into the brain of the host?
Stu.
Because like
Because we
we,
saw it with the lamb when you saw they had the brainwave thing showing, and you saw how the brainwaves were with the
but
lamb. It
Arthur's
was
been
a
dead
yeah, Officer's been
for
dead
like
for
maybe like
let's a
a
day or two.
let's just say he's been dead for like 12 hours.
Yeah, uh-huh.
He's still dead. So I really like that's gonna be the question
hmm
because if he can be if this thing is if this animal is sophisticated enough to go into something that's dead, reanimate it, and then be able to tap into the actual not just the motor functions, but the brain
Brain
functions,
functions, yeah.
because just firing synapse and just walking, okay, it's like a zombie. But if you can actually tap into his brain and then be able because look, now we have this rogue agent walking around the island next season
hmm
scaring the living hell out of the Utani forces because they're not gonna know who is this man walking around here.
With this big hole in his chest.
Yes, because and it goes back to I think the focal point of the episode. I'm glad I remember this. My head hurts.
hmm
What do ghosts do? Like when Wendy said that, I was like, that's a good question. Ghosts supposed to do a lot of things,
hmm
but she meant ghosts scare the hell out of
Hello.
people. And
Yeah.
she was literally the ghost in the machine this episode
Yo. They
and
everybody.
had little Zeno. Zeno was the ghost for her,
Uh-huh.
hunting down people and haunting them. Like it
Uh-huh.
was spooky season on the island today. And it's just like I liked a lot of it. I can't
Yeah.
even lie. I liked
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Cause the first person she messed with was Boy, because he was sitting there looking at them inside the in the holding cell. And she knew they were looking. He looked at the camera and she just with her fingers. He couldn't see that part. She shut off all his security cameras. And he talked to Crash. I said Crash Kirsch and was like, hey, yeah, I don't know what's up. And that's when he was like, hey man, your ADHD is like really flaring up. Like,
Because he
chill.
was like, yo, like I'm gonna put some, who can I put you in? And then
Yeah.
we realized he set up Hermit by the end
Yeah.
of the episode, but Hermit
hmm
was like, what I'm saying, I already know this thing about what you're gonna try to do. So he was covering his eye like
Uh-huh.
your boy told
Ah!
what's on dag, what's the name of that movie? Was the Raiders of the Lost Ark? It's like, come here
Oh
hot.
yeah. Oh no, that was that was Temple of Doom.
Tim will
Cover your
do, yeah.
heart, Indy.
Come here
Shout out
hot,
the short round of
yeah, he
it.
was covering his eyes a whole. He's like and the octopus like that thing is so sticky and so strong. It was
Uh-huh.
pulling his fingers back.
Yeah.
I was like,
And it
damn,
also it latched onto his cheek at one point. You saw his
yeah.
cheek like pulling forward and stuff, man.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
also really durable because Winnie knocked the hell out of that thing, and it just like came
yeah.
back and then tried again, and then was like, I'm just gonna slide on out of here.
When so when she came and slapped that thing against the daggone window, I thought it was gonna like, you know what I'm saying, type thing. Like that thing was like, ugh. They like hit it and slid down, like, damn. Every shot, then it was like, damn. And then it shook it off. and shook it off and tried to do it again. Bow! He's like, God dang, no, I can't. Mm-mm. Son in there, I can't mess with that. Let me just slide on down this little tube. And like when it got away, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like it was so many times I was trying to figure out, like, yo, who is it gonna latch on to? This and that. I was like, well, is it gonna try to do one of the Simps? I said, no, that was like, oh man, it might try to get Morrow. No, and then kind of found out, like we said, we see it latches on. I even thought some of Hermit's old homies, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no, Audrey too from Little Shop of Horrors
Bro.
got that, yo,
Yo.
Little
I was
Shop,
like,
Little Shop of
no.
Horrors. Yeah, took out
So,
the
yeah, and crazy thing was like how the thing was like it was like a huge starfish because it was skedaddling on the wall, Tony. Did you see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in the
The first time
background?
I
Oh
saw it,
my God, yo.
it was like starfish on the wall, and then you see them talking, and
Bro.
you see that thing scurry across. I was like, what the hell was that?
Hey man,
And
that thing is
then,
too big for y'all not be paying attention.
all right, and that wasn't like a fly on the wall that
Thing
just
is like
goes away.
it's like a damn blanket running around.
Yo, it was that thing was like this. That thing was like a pillow, almost like this, just in the background, scurrying away and stuff. And you was like, what the hell is that in the background? The next thing, and the thing
Scary.
is though, the black chick, she knew it was done with. She was like, she looked up, saw it, and was like, oh, and she
Oh.
just looked down and, well, it's been good knowing you, my man. I can't down and my dude got frozen with fear. Like he didn't even try to shoot to kill it or anything. He was just like, and it
You know who
basically
that dude
twisted
look
her
like
up.
too?
What?
That dude like he look like Sir Christian Cole. I know it's not the same actor, but he looked like him.
So there was a Game of Thrones person in this show the whole time, and then I finally realized who it was. What's her name? Arthur's wife.
Who is she?
In Game of Thrones, she was Lady Crane when Arya was in Bravos, the lady that was an actress. They was doing the play. That
Oh,
is Lady Crane. I know my Game of
that's
Thrones
a
people.
good catch.
That's Lady, because I kept looking like I
Yo.
recognize her somewhere. I
Me
recognize her
too. I
somewhere.
just did not realize from where
Yeah,
though. That's
that
such a
was Lady Crane, the chick that Arya kind of bonded with and stuff, and she healed her after the waif chick like attacked stabbed her up the first time and
yeah, yeah,
everything.
because she was chilling with the you know the prostitutes and and the desolate in Bravos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dad, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man. That's a
yeah.
good catch. Good
That was
catch.
Lady Crane. But yeah, man, that Venus flytrap, aka Audrey 2, 3, whatever, just completely like eviscerated the folks in the you know what I'm saying, the folks in the lab. Let's also talk about how
Wendy?
what's no what's boys company called Prodigy,
Prodigy, yeah.
how Prodigy Security whipped Morrow's ass, yo, after he broke into the last episode.
Bro, that
My
man.
man, yo, my man, he looked like Rocky, and some of that shit was swole up, puff, and like that shit was swollen shut, yo, and he out here still trying to. He was looking like Mark, the episode of Martin
When
with
he fought
before
Hitman
Tommy
Hearns.
Hearns. Yeah, Tommy talk to Sugar Ray. He said he called you the get hit man. you know, man, Morrow was toe up, but shout out to him for still, you know, getting busy and he getting the best of Kirsch because you saw that fight coming for a long time, man. Like you know, and then I loved how he talked about John Henry, the story of John Henry.
Dog, one of my
Loved that
favorite
favorite.
childhood stories.
Yeah.
The still driving
Driving
man.
man. Still driving man.
And the sad part was that Kirsch brought up, he was like, hold on, yo. Did that nigga die? And he was like, but he still did the
Still
job.
he still got the job done, and God almighty, said Kirsch, because he beat him, he broke his back and hurt him bad, but Kirsch did put him in a wicked rear naked choke after he tripped him down, because whatever was inside that daggone thing, because stuff started being loose, and he was, and Morrow was looking around, and Kirsch kind of, after that milk stuff was flowing out of his mouth, was able to hook the dude up, and yeah, gave him the good old Anderson Silva reverse naked choke type move on the man, and stuff, man. But yeah, that was a pretty good fight, saying, for the part. And this fact that, like I said, Morrow is really not even a full cyborg. He just has like a cybernetic, what I'm saying, a cybernetic arm. I love the conversation that he had too, when he was in lockup with Hermit,
Yeah.
when they were he Hermit was, I think what is going to be the death, excuse me, the death of Hermit is his compassion.
Yeah.
Because, he was trying to check on him. My man was like, hey, this is the best rest I done got alone. Leave me the hell alone. After getting beat up, like, he like, leave me alone. His hand is like in isolation. His cyborg hand is in isolation. And he was like, hey man, get the hell off of me or whatnot. And then, you know, they both saw when Wendy popped open the lock to let him out, and he was like, "Yo, chill, man, chill, chill." And Morrow was like, "Man, I'm getting out of here." And
Because it was funny. He was like, wait, 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 wait. More so the guard going around. Started talking to him, hit him with the door, took him out, grabbed his
uh,
gun. And Morrow still has humanity in him. Because what did he say? He said, go get the kids.
yeah.
So
He
like,
said, "Cause I'm gonna burn this damn place.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah, yeah.
burn this place down."
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it down. Like that, so for me,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I like Morrow as a character because
Yeah.
he is definitely, other than like maybe Wendy, he's the most multi-layered character. Like
Yes.
there are some levels to him. He has a code,
Mm-hmm.
and I know some people were saying like he's doing all this, like he. I don't even understand why he's doing this, and I'm like, this is all he has. So he has to see the mission through. And even and he confirms this. He said, look, when a corporation gives you something,
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say.
you
Yeah.
know what
He
I'm
said, "How's
saying?
that?" He said, "How that lung doing?" What you right? He said, "How that lung doing?" What you right there? He was like, "Yeah." Because dude was like, "Hey man, you shot me." He was like, "I did. How's that lung going for you right there?" And then
He
he
said
was
I he
like,
said he said I saved you.
"I saved." Right? He said, "I saved you." And then he was like, "Man, Bubba." He was like, "Yeah, you're realizing that the cost for this." And he was like, "How much you think it costs to, what I'm saying, to pay something back like that for these companies?" And he was like, "Everything." And Morris said, "Everything isn't even enough."
Everything is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the
I
beginning.
was like, damn.
And we saw that
And
with
we said
Morrow
and we
in his
said that.
flashback
We
episode.
said that.
Yeah.
We said that like he just was a child soldier to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though he owes it all to them, it has like some sort of respects,
Mm-hmm.
but still
Yeah.
they paid for that and
Mm-hmm.
they are continually paying that initial servitude
We
off.
want our money's worth.
Hella money's worth for that, man. Like, yeah. So again, like when I say people will justify and fight for capitalism at every corner, like again, this show still shows you that like that the system is broken.
Yes.
And the show is trying to tell you that capitalism cannot be the driving force for everything. And if we can't see that, then I'm not sure
We're
what we're
watching the same
doing.
show.
Nah, not at all, man. It's like,
Yeah.
look, yo, because even with Boy, when he was like, hey, whoever comes and get me, I'm giving you a meal right
Million.
now. And
Nothing. Like it's nothing.
yeah, because he's trying to get off the
Island.
island,
Uh-huh.
and of course he gets intercepted by Zeno real quick.
Uh-huh.
And also, it's like it's you know what it's like, Tony?
What's that?
It's like it's like Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo, because
Cause you got right. Because you got the big xenomorph, and then you
You
got the
got the
one that
little
came, the little one that came out of Arthur that they caught, and that one is just hanging
scene.
around like da 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 da, like I'm sitting,
Like scrap,
xenomorph power. You know,
scrappy
Scrappy-Doo.
Doo. Like I know that's a very data reference when I look it up, but still,
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, he's really out here. Like they like Batman and Robin out here. Like, and that just made me laugh. Like, yo,
I did too. It really made me laugh at the end of the episode when you see they have captured all of the adults, and you know Wendy. That's one thing. Wendy didn't kill the people that she wanted. She basically told everybody, "You get this one. You get this one. You get this one. I'm gonna get this guy right here." So you see Kirsch is there with his broke back, broke back. It's
oh
just
yeah,
like,
because like, and even in her leadership skills, like, I gotta talk to y'all like y'all kids. He said, yo, remember I told you I hide and seek.
right,
And they really played the game of hide and seek
uh-huh,
with the adults.
with the adults, right? And you see it. Then you see Arthur's wife sitting there like, come on, yo, I didn't do anything wrong. She was like, yeah, I bet you really think that. You really do think that. And then you see, of course, Morrow locked back up, arm back in daggone bondage. And then they had Boy Cavalier almost like Christ-like, you know what I'm saying, crucified, almost like up against the thing.
Definitely saw that.
And what got me was he wasn't mad at what happened. He was excited and he was smiling when she was like, "Yeah, we." She was like, "Hey, we in charge now. We're the captains. We're gonna run this whole." And he was like, "Yes, this is what I wanted or whatever." Because he disrespected the hell out of them earlier on. He called them
Oh, yo,
floor models.
he said,
He
look,
said,
man, I'm trying to sell this technology. Y'all just the floor
He
models.
said,
Y'all not even.
he said, y'all are screwing this up. Y'all are the floor models. And they were like, oh. And the old girl
Oh,
was like, but you said I was your favorite. He was,
he said, I
what?
said that? That doesn't sound like me.
You don't sound like me at all or whatever, you know? So, yeah, I can't wait to see where we're going from here because, like I said, this show, when this show first started, heard about the show coming out, they said this show was basically a year before Alien, the original Alien movie happened. And right now, it ends with, you know what I'm saying, the Lost Boys are in charge, along with what's the boy name? We just said his name
Hermit.
Hermit, along with Hermit. Hermit is looking like, hey, I don't know about this. You know, like,
The funny thing, he was like, look, y'all, I know I shot Nibs,
yeah.
but she ripped somebody's jaw off when he was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
she,
accept your apology. And like
yeah.
and I think and this like because my first questions of the show was, can the sense be, I'm sorry, can the hybrids be able to mature? And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they realized that they were essentially reborn in these bodies and that their minds, quote unquote, even though it's more just like a seeming like a digital copy
Mm-hmm.
of a mind, because even though even when it was like, I'm not even sure what I really am. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not really Wendy. I'm not what's her name? What's her old name?
Mary or
Marcy?
Marcy. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
Marcy.
yeah, I'm not
I'm
Marcy. I don't
yeah,
know what I am. So she's trying to find like identity
yeah.
and kind of like trying
I
to
like a
self-identify.
happy medium in between
Yeah,
to
like
see
I'm
who
trying
she
to
is.
figure out what I really am, which
And
is a great question.
and I love to. I feel like that she has learned something from each person, basically. That she has and captured.
Do
She's
explain.
so I think from Arthur's wife, she's learned to kind of keep her humanity for the most part. You know what I'm saying? To keep her humanity and compassion for the most part. From Morrow, hey, sometimes you gotta break some eggs in order to make some omelets. You know what I'm saying? From Boy Cavalier, she's learned that, you know, about evolution. Like, can't be kids, but he wants us. He unintentionally taught her that he wanted them to be kids forever, and she's like, I'm not going to be a child forever. And from my boy Kirsch, she kind of picked up the fact of stop treating me like I'm a, don't treat me like I'm a human.
Yeah, like
He
it's
said,
it's
don't treat me, don't treat me like I'm a human or whatever, because I don't even know what I am. Because she even told in the beginning of the episode, she when they are in capture, she's talking to them. She's telling Curly, yeah, she calls them all by their original name, and she tells them, yeah, I saw our graves, and this and that. And Curly's like, I'm not dead, I'm right here. And she's like, girl, if you don't shut the hell up, you're here, but you're not here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by I think she learned something from each person. You know what I'm saying? That's in captivity.
no, that's a great observation. Like the fact that I just really love how calm she's been when he's been and just how like I really think here's the thing. The whole point of this whole experiment was to have somebody that boy could talk to,
Yeah,
be on
he
his level.
he wanted a friend.
And the fact that it's like, his his hubris was so is at such a high level, he
Hmm.
doesn't realize that the people around him are actually on his level and somewhat smarter because Wendy essentially has transcended
Yes.
seeing how she can control at will electronics, at least we know right now, like on the island, like
Hmm.
Prodigy server stuff.
Hmm.
And who's to say when Utani comes if she can like tap into that as well? Because that could just be her
You know
quote
what I
unquote.
think it? I think it just might be a prodigy thing because she said about Imes. She was like, cause when she stopped him dead in his track, cause he thought he was about to get that work in, and she was like, stop. She told him to stop, and he was like, huh? And brother had asked like, yo, what happened? He was like, yo, he's an android basically, and she was like, he's like, how could you stop her? He was like, yo, he's part of the network. He's part of the Eins is part of the Prodigy network. So yeah, I'm gonna tell Shy get back up here. Yeah, I was just saying how like when she stopped Imes, and the brother was like, "Yo, how did you do that?" She was like, "Well, first of all, he's a android, and then secondly, he's linked into the Prodigy network. So I think that's what what I'm saying. That's what that is right there. But yeah, I don't know if you
She
agree.
hit Hans with the freeze all motor functions
Yes. Mm-hmm.
like Westworld.
Yeah, she came real close to being like Alt Shift Delete for real with this dude for real. But I'm really curious of how they're going to handle this armada from Wayland Utani that is on the way,
Bro.
because you see Lady Utani is sending everybody, and even Morrow was like, "Oh, they on their way." He says, "I'm gonna be good." He says that y'all might have a problem here. So that yeah, I'm just interested to see, are they going to continue with in the alien timeline? Is this going to still be going on while Sigourney Weaver and them and Alien One are floating around
Yeah, I mean,
in the
yeah,
vast universe, or
has to
what?
be like
Yeah.
like they have so many irons in the fire, so to speak. Like
Mm-hmm.
Willie Utani is really trying their level best to get some aliens,
Oh,
and they're doing
yeah.
it at all costs because
Mm-hmm.
money isn't an object to them.
Yeah.
So they said, "Hey, man, we're gonna send out several vessels." And think about this one vessel actually came back, and it's gonna like next season is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Like
I hope they don't take a long time
me
either.
too, man. Like on the real, like I wish they would I wish we could make TV like we used to make TV,
Yes.
and next year this time, second season drop.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the way this was done, it was even though the and I'm not sure how much of this is like CG or not,
Uh-huh.
but it seems like it was pretty secluded, and we didn't have to have like be in a lot of locations and
Yeah.
places and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like the island shots are real. A
Hmm.
lot of stuff could be done like on location somewhere else. The actual cities that they have like the new Scion City, whatever name is, like all that is CG, and like New Tokyo looks like it's CG
I
as
feel
well.
like a lot of the xenomorph stuff was general effects. I think some
It
of it.
is, yeah.
I think there was some that is,
That's a weird man in a suit like
yeah.
this. And some people are, I don't like it. I'm like, what do you think the first one was? And they're like, oh, it's too rubbery looking. Like, yeah, y'all could be complaining about everything. Like they also had the audacity because here's the thing: when it in the movies, they never show them bastards during the daytime.
Mm-mm.
It's always nighttime, always in the
Nighttime
shadows.
inside shadows. Yeah.
And the thing and practically thinking, in order for you to see it at night because it's black, they have to have it be wet and shiny just so you can see reflection. Like and that's what probably pissed me off because people don't understand how things like that work.
They don't
If
understand cinematography, man.
it's like come on now, like I'm sorry. Anyway, I like also like the variations of how the xenomorphs look. It's not just like one, standard look. Like the other one was like it was almost like brown, like tiger stripes.
Yeah, I was gonna say like almost like a camouflagey
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
type or
I
whatever.
like that. I was like, okay. So let me get my mind straight right now. How many xenomorphs on the island?
If I'm not
Is it
mistaken,
three?
it's just no, it's
Is it
two.
two?
It's
It's
two.
two. So we got young Xeno
Young Xeno,
and we got
and then Wendy's pet.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the other one, the original Xenomorph, that Wendy ripped that
Yeah,
head off.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
She murdered
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
So
Behind the door.
those are the only two Xenomorphs on the planet. Um,
Cool.
I don't got nothing else. What about you, bro?
Mean either. I just want to say, make sure you guys are locked in on YouTube, on IG, on Facebook, you nasty
Yeah,
people, on TikTok, especially on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you
yeah,
subscribe. Subscribing costs you nothing, but it means the world to us.
yes, it does.
Also, you guys make sure that you're listening to the things. And if you do this on the podcast side, we see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Join us at theuponfurtherreview.com. 10 will get you in.
Uh-huh.
Exclusive content, Demon Slayer talk coming very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our hymn and news we dropped yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very interesting conversation about how the movie went about, and also just what's been going on, current events with in the media scape,
Mm-hmm.
and also tomorrow, Lord willing, we have Marvel Zombies.
All four episodes
All
are
4 episodes drop
dropping
tonight,
tonight. Yes.
and we will see if we can get you guys an episode out tomorrow. We'll definitely let y'all know about tomorrow, and
Mm-hmm.
then on Friday. We got Peacemaker season 2 episode 6,
Uh-huh.
and we'll give you 5 and 6 because
Yeah.
5 was like blase to me.
Yep.
And I
Very
wasn't
much.
stressing that. I wasn't gonna call Tony for that. So yeah. So we'll do 5 and 6 like we did 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we might just do 7 and 8. It just depends on how we feel. But yeah, Peacemaker Friday. And man, good time.
Indeed, indeed,
Good
indeed.
times. It's this busy season, guys. But now that's all we got for this one, man. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.